Aqib Talib here. Thank you for pulling up to the No Fly Zone reunion. But before we get to the show, check out what we did on Call to the Booth.
I looked at this fucking schedule. Harrison, can I even strap these damn tight ends? I said, oh shit, it's over with, Harrison.
We talked about the last 9 quarterbacks for the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, I saw that, Lee.
Damn, my dog went to Houston. I can't even remember his name. Man, why I can't remember my dog's name, man? Shit, he gonna be mad at me. It's my dog too.
Hey, I'm over here. Hey, I'm watching the show. I'm sitting up and saying, Brock Osweiler, man. I ain't forget about Brock.
So yeah, I had to smoke with Crab, and I don't have none of the chain.
Aqib, are you gonna tell us the plan for the chain?
My big pit. He like, that's my big pit, right? He was a baby then, so I was gonna put it on him. You know what I'm saying? Welcome on the Instagram with the little new chain on. Action. Who gave you that chain? I'm saying, see if I get a bark out of him. You know what I'm saying?
The last rep against Ramsey was in the Pro Bowl. Actually, I ran a stutter going on the first rep and caught a deep one on him. But, so I was on him about that. I actually just talked to Ramsey yesterday. We was congratulating each other on the first team All Pro, and I told him,
hell yeah,
y'all get this win, and they come up to Lambeau. So I was like, shit, we gonna be able to get the people what they want.
That's probably about a $5,000 outfit.
Hey, if I would have been in that huddle when he gave the Eat the W speech, man, hey, I literally in the Broncos locker room before, I told somebody, hey, fuck all them speeches, bro. That's enough.
Okay, so now are you gonna come back with any Browns on the receiver end? You got maybe Jarvis Landry, maybe Odell Beckham Jr.
Let's go O, man. Let's go O. Let's go with O.
Let's just say, for example, Aqib catches an interception from Russell Wilson. Is DK catching him?
Hell no, DK ain't catching me.
Hey, that was Walter's question.
He might catch me, but I'm a blend him out. You know what I'm saying? I got to score, man. Something like Mike gonna be going against these corners, these young corners, Kansas City. He'll catch 1 or 2 deep balls, maybe a tub or something. He throw the deep ball, it's your ass back there. I'm like, oh man.
You know, we beat Roethlisberger, and then we beat Brady, and then we beat Cam, the MVP.
I say, man, my experience from New England was dope. But the difference in Denver, but like Kubiak was one of those guys like, Keith, go in the locker room, practice. I come out with some gold shoes on or something. Keith, go change some shoes, bro. I'm like, cool. Why are you worried about my shoes at practice? Yeah. Keith, just go change the damn shoes. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go change the shoes. Once I left the locker room in Denver, it's guys who almost lived at Vine House. Like, anytime I go over there, it's gonna be 15 to 20 guys over there. No bullshit, TD.
I was Vaughn at the time. I was single. I was the dude that everybody was at my house. And we always tried to hang out. We went to the movies, man. We went out to dinner. We liked each other beyond the field.
Who's in the Super Bowl? Who wins?
Super Bowl. I like the Chiefs and the Bucks.
Yo, this Keenan Allen.
This is Jared Goff.
Devin McCourty here alongside my guy, Jason McCourty on the other side.
Yo, this is Tyrann Mathieu, and you know I had to make the call to the booth.
You know how to make that call to the booth from my guy, Aqib Talib.
Yeah, man, you know we had to call into the booth with my man, Aqib Talib. Always an honor being in Mr. Pick 6 presence, man.
We got more dope content like that coming all off season. So subscribe, rate, and review. Now check out the No Fly Zone 5-year reunion.
No fly zone, fly. For real, no you can't fly. You can't fly out here.
One of the best secondaries, one of the best defenses of all time.
We did a great job holding each other accountable. And I think that's what made us great. Not fearing shit.
Everybody just kind of kept taking turns and making plays when we need to have them.
We were swaggy on the field, won a Super Bowl. We were swaggy off the field, iced up.
Where was the party at after all these games?
Club 5-8 like Vegas, bro.
Can't talk about it.
No fly zone. 10 points is the maximum. I just think the way we did it was just, a little bit sexier.
Hell yeah, we won.
We thought this was great. Other players, different other teams, they just had to watch us and shit.
Right. That's why I was like, yo, we on some different shit.
And we got that thing done. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We tied together for life, man, for sure. I love all y'all boys, man.
No fly zone.
We had TJ. TJ was the energy, I feel like.
What was our energy, bro? From practice to the meeting rooms to the locker room.
He was our enforcer.
To the club at night, to Vine crib.
He brought that juice.
Our guy Darian Stewart that calms everybody down, make sure everybody's level-headed.
Ending dudes. I used to get so hyped seeing Stu come down and smack guys.
My hitter brother, come across the middle, you know what's happening.
He was a true free safety, bro. A last line defense, deep balls or slants, anybody catch and run. We knew Stu was gonna knock him out.
Bradley Roby being able to play all over the field, whatever role that coach asked of him to do.
I call him my son.
In the clutch, third down, playmaker.
He came in and strapped everything.
Don't even know how talented he is, but he really probably was the most talented one out of all of us.
Chris Harris, Strap Harris.
Chris knew everything. He knew what these looks was doing.
Calling out plays before they even came.
He could play PlayStation and watch film at the same time.
Gonna talk trash, everything.
Chris was like our standard as far as mental preparation.
Aqib Talib, the mouth from the South, man.
Take away your number one receivers and also be able to score.
On that left side, strapping your best number one up. Let's get it.
I think to be great, you gotta have a great expectation. I think that's what the league brought.
Call to the booth. We got a super special edition because my brother's on the show with me. The original no-fly zone, the one and only no-fly zone, man. Chris Harris Jr., Bradley Roby, TJ Ward, Darian Stewart, baby. And of course, yours truly. You know what I'm saying? Special edition today, man. My dogs. What's up with y'all boys?
My boy.
Yo. What's good?
Y'all still ugly. Everybody still ugly. You know what I'm saying? I see ain't nothing changed.
Hey, what's up, Madden? My girl, John Madden.
Hey, y'all see me doing my numbers, though. You feel me?
Hey, that's what's up. Hey, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up.
Hey,
No, real.
and low key, look, you say Madden. When I be doing that shit, bud, I be like, all right. I gotta be like Madden. I gotta be like Madden. I gotta be like nobody else doing this shit. It gotta be like Madden only. You feel me?
They don't even know. Like, half of these fools ain't even heard, man. They don't even know Madden on the mic.
They don't have no idea what he do. Well, shit, what's up with y'all boys though, man? You know what I'm saying? Y'all, with two of y'all still playing, we know what's up with Rose.
I need a loan. Somebody send me a loan.
He lost another 10 yesterday on them old State boys.
Hey, dog. Hey, man.
Yeah.
It was ugly for us.
Road took a nice little hit, man. It's, happened to the best of us. We all done cast out 10, 12,000 on a couple bets. It's cool though. You feel me? It's cool. You gonna live. You know what I'm saying? You the only one. You and Chris, y'all still getting M's and shit. So
You about to get M's, boy. You about to get 18 million a year.
I'm broke, baby. I'm broke, baby.
Trying to get that Tony Romo. That Romo money.
Nah, they ain't gonna give me that Romo. You feel me? But I'll settle for 7-8 M's. You feel me? Give me 7-8 of them, man.
Right now.
Right now. You feel me? What's up with y'all boys? Stu, Bud, man? What y'all got going, man? How y'all day be going right now?
Yeah,
man?
Stu.
Bored as hell.
Stu?
I ain't golfing, so I'm taking little mama to school. Parlaying. I'm on the game, man. I became a real gamer now.
Yeah. Get on that PS5, man.
I'm on the new Xbox, man. So I got every game.
Oh, you got the new boy?
Yeah. My boy, he got him on day. If you need it, I got you.
Yeah,
now.
slide me one. I need one.
Yeah.
Shit, I might got an extra one for real.
Yeah, I ain't doing nothing, man. I'm just
full daddy mode, huh?
Full daddy mode. I got some hopefully lined back up in at SC. So I'm gonna go back down there and start probably take on the professional development role with them.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. That'll keep you around the game and at the same time put some paper in your pocket,
Absolutely.
That's all we trying to do. What's up with you, Bud, man? What you got going, man?
That little boy.
Look, Dre's dropping this shit, man. See some grays in that motherfucker?
Just a little bit. Now, I've been taking care of this boy, man. 5 months today. So I've been busy with him. And
damn, 5 months go by quick.
Woo! Quick. Boy, big too. I might got me these lines. Hey,
that boy got to rush in.
Big back.
Big lineman.
Yeah. Hey, we're trying to golf and stuff, getting game, but you can't do it out here because of the snow right now.
Right.
And I got some other things planned. I'm planning a release coming soon, so stay tuned.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm gonna let you be the first to drop it. First outlet league, got you. So,
yeah, easy work.
That's about it though.
Young, how the LA? How the LA treating you, Young?
LA was straight, man. It was, really every day. You know how it was with the Rams, bro. It's 90, 85 almost every day.
75 and sunny.
Yeah, nice every day. But sure, you see, we just fired our coach, so now it's trying to see who we're gonna get next. Trying to see who. Gus Bradley.
Who y'all gonna match with
went
Herbert?
To the Raiders. Yeah, we gotta find. Herbert's
OC.
so nice.
Y'all need one of them offensive coordinator type coaches so y'all don't got to worry about the coordinator leaving every year. You know how that shit goes.
Yeah. The OC was fired though. You know what I mean? It's the same OC from when Rivers and them was going crazy too. So he is cold with it. So I can see them bringing him back though for sure. But you never know. You never know what's gonna happen though, man. You know how it is. I done went through this. I done had about 6 different head coaches.
Man, look, tell me about it. Tell me about it, bro. I had 3 in Tampa, 3 in Denver, 1 in New England, 1 in the Rams. I had 8 head coaches in 12 years.
8 head coaches.
Stop playing.
Yeah, I had 5.
Dude, I had 3 in Cleveland, 3 in Denver.
Look.
1 in Tampa.
I'm telling you.
It's real.
Real spit.
8 years.
Real spit. That's just the name of the game. Rob, how that H-Town treating you, my boy?
Man, y'all already know how H-Town treats me. Man, H-Town is a movie.
Yeah, it is.
For real, man. I'm having fun, the season, season was just bad this year. We fired our coach 4 games in, and it kind of was like, everyone was questioning the hot move, and I questioned the hot move too, but I kind of saw Deshaun still led the league in passing. So, it just the defense wasn't there, and I tried to do what I could, but just a lot of things going on. It's, we've all been in those situations where you're on a losing team and the building is just tight and everybody blaming everybody else, and it was just a whole lot of that, man. And then, then I had my little situation, so then I sat down the rest of the year. So, that was what it was. So, I'm just bounced back. But the city, though, man, I love it. I love it. It's way better than Denver, man. Like, Denver, just getting drafted to Denver, it was cool. I liked it. I enjoyed it, But, I'm from Atlanta, so Houston's more my vibe for sure.
Yeah, definitely. You can already see that. I always tell people about that Denver nightlife, boy.
No nightlife.
That shit was not there, boy. That shit was not there, boy. Our nightlife was Bond Crib. I'm like,
that was it.
We created our own nightlife. You know what I'm saying? It was that Bond Crib.
Yeah.
Club 5-8.
Straight up.
Definitely want to get to all the celebrations that happened at Von's crib. Thanks again for joining us, guys. Aqib and I have been doing this show since the beginning of the football season. And one of our guests, Terrell Davis, actually suggested that we get you guys together and celebrate a moment like this. Obviously, if we were in a normal world, we'd love to do this in person, but happy you guys can join us to get together to celebrate what you guys were able to accomplish on the field. Super Bowl 50 champions, no-fly zone, led teams that even average over 200 passing yards against you guys. You guys were spectacular. We have to commemorate you guys for what you did. TJ, if you could answer this question for us, and then I'll let you guys follow up. TJ, so when exactly did the no-fly zone name get created? Was there a game? Was there a practice? When exactly? Do you remember?
I think it was throughout camp and early in the season. We was breaking up passes and doing this. And it was actually the year before Stu got there.
Right.
We had Raheem and, Chris, he yelling no fly zone. Because, it's popular with DBs, people been saying it. But when Chris was hollering it and then we, with our play, the moniker stood. So it was evident that we was literally no fly in the NFL because we was #1 in passing.
I think it was 2014, was it? 2014, right before Stu got in. And then once Stu got in there, then we just kind of just took it as a staple from there from 2015.
So Stu, if we want to focus on the 2015 season, you're the one who came in, coming in from the Baltimore Ravens. So a lot of changes happened for the Broncos. They went from John Fox to Gary Kubiak, coming off that 2014 divisional game loss to the Colts. What was your view of the Broncos, particularly the secondary, before you got there? And what did you think you could bring? And then if you guys can follow up to what Darian brought after he gives his initial answer.
Well, I felt like, the group itself, they had talent across the board. Once they got rid of Raheem, Denver wasn't even on my radar when I hit free agency. I was at Baltimore with Coach Kubiak. So after my meeting, my agent called me and told me that Kubiak said keep an eye out for Denver. But I obviously knew what they were doing throughout the year or whatever. So when I had the opportunity, I jumped at it. We set up the meeting, and the rest was history. But once I signed, I met with Joe Woods. He's probably the best coach I never had. He slowed the game down for us, and with the group we had, I knew that we could get it done. And from OTAs on, we was clicking. And it was just a bunch of football players. Just hungry guys, and we got it working, and the rest was history.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really know Stu, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my own shit. I got enough shit going on off the field, on the field, all that shit, right? So when I was a player, I'm way less a fan of the game than I am right now. Now I know everybody because I'm a fan. Right. You know what I'm saying? Before I was in the NFL, I was a fan. I knew everybody. So I didn't know too much about Stu, right? But my brother now, he is, I swear, nobody don't know more shit than him, right? When it comes to football shit. He like, bro, hit my line. Bruh, y'all got Darian Stewart. I'm like, who that? Bruh, the opposite of Raheem, bro. He gonna smack something. He knew exactly who he was. Like, he knew exactly who he was. And nothing against Raheem, that's my dog. Raheem get picks. Stu get picks and he flock shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was just where we was trying to be as a defense. We wanted to be, physical. You know what I'm saying? Chris tackle, I tackle, our corners tackle. And that's the first part of being physical. Do your corners tackle. Our corners tackle. You know what I'm saying? Our safeties got to do more than tackle. They got to hit. You feel me? We had one who hit. We had one who tackled. But we brought in one who got picks, and he hit. That's what my brother was like, bro. He hit. He wanted them. He like Bub. He's like, y'all got two TJs back there, bro. He hit. So that's the first news that I got. I'm like, all right, bet. So then, OTAs come, and you don't really see none of OTAs. Training camp come, then you start seeing it like, oh, yeah. That's him. You know what I'm saying? So that's my little story of Stu coming. I had no idea who he was. My bro told me he was going to be live and told me what he was going to do when the season started. That's exactly what Stu did, bro. He hit. Man, it got to the point where we could almost play outside a little bit. Run that slant. You're going to get flopped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take great angles. I'm telling you, he take great angles. He got great anticipation. He read quarterback good, man. He hitting slants out the post. You know what I'm saying? So we needed him, man. It was needed. In order to be the best D in the league, man, it's going to start with your physical play. And Stu definitely cranked up as a team. He cranked up our physical play.
Chris, when you guys first started, those first 5 games, you guys were on point as the secondary. You started the season 7-0. But I'm looking at the first 5 games of the season. Aqib had a 51-yard touchdown return. Darian had a game-saving end zone interception. Go to week 2. Roby had a scoop off a Jamal Charles fumble that's led to a game-winning touchdown. Week 4, TJ forced Teddy Bridgewater in for a fumble on a safety blitz with 29 seconds left to win 23-20 against the Minnesota Vikings. And then Chris, in week 5, he had a 74-yard pick 6 to give you guys a 16-10 win over the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah.
Chris, tell me about the vibes going through the team.
We didn't even know that, right?
That first 5 weeks, y'all were all balling out. Y'all all making critical plays. Chris, take us through those moments.
Yeah. Man, we just knew that we could finish the game. So we kind of had a mindset that we knew that for some reason, the game always end on us, that we got to make the play to win the game for some reason. It kept falling like that, where we had to finish the game and close the game out. I don't know what was up with Peyton or what was going on, but we just had to finish the game. We just had to close the games out. And it just happened to be like that for pretty much majority of the year of us having to make a key play or somebody making a big time play to win the game for us. And just every week, somebody just kept taking a turn. It'd be me this week. Then next week is Aqib. The next week it was Stu or Bud or Roby. So we just everybody just kind of kept taking turns and making plays when we need to have them.
Bradley, where was the party at after all these games? After all the early season, where was it lit? What was the locker room?
You know the vibes.
Nah, like we said, you know, the nightlife in Denver, man, was kind of trash. So, you know, we kind of all just used to go over Vaughn House, you know, throughout the week, and you know, even after the game. So we watched, I think, Thursday night games or Monday night games.
Casino night.
Yeah, casino night. We'd be gambling and just kind of hanging out, chilling, and then after the games too, which is always Club 5-8. That was what we did. But you know,
Club 5-8. Harrison, Club 5-8 like Vegas, bro.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Having that Club 5-8, we might tell you we going. But that's all we could tell you, fam. That's it. We can't really put too much out there about Club 5-8. You know what I'm saying? That's just
can't talk about it. Can't talk about it. But one thing I will say about that, being the youngest dude, you know, kind of just being new to the league and kind of peeping everything, I felt like that was the key. You know, I feel like that was the key to us being successful on the field, is because I saw that we hung out together so much off the field. You know what I'm saying? And I think that connection is what, you know, had us balling like that. And that's something I even have tried to do in Houston, you know, just trying to have dinners every week, or just having guys over the house, or, you know, little get-togethers and stuff, just to try to do what I can, you know, to try to, you know, mix up that magic again, man. It's so crazy, Lee, you told me. You said you better, you know, take advantage of this, you know what I'm saying, and appreciate this right now.
Remember that shit at Denver, right? I say, this shit ain't regular.
It's not regular,
this don't happen every year, bro.
I really see it.
TJ, do you remember the presence of the early 90s Broncos coming around the locker room and maybe in the beginning of the season, training camp, OTAs? Were they giving you off like a vibe or motivating you guys to avenge what happened in 2014 and get to the Super Bowl and win?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I grew up, you know, watching those guys in that era, you know, with Elway, Atwater, Rod Smith, and seeing those guys around the building, you know, they got their chip. And that's what, you know, we came to Denver for as free agents, me, Stu, and Lee. But, you know, we came to win the chip. And it's almost like, okay, they around the building, they got that chip. There's no way where they trying to rub it in our faces, but it's like they got their chip and we got to get ours, you feel me? We want to be walking around the building one day with that same kind of we got a chip attitude, you know what I'm saying? That's an attitude, it's an arrogance.
It's an energy.
Yeah, it's an energy, it's a vibe. So that's definitely what we wanted, but they always, you know, motivated us. I think they knew outside looking in, you know, what we had, because it's pretty evident. We had squad, you know, every position. You had somebody that, as you just pointed out, could win the game. You know, every game we had to do it, but I didn't know that the first 5 weeks it was us 5. That's crazy. Like I didn't know that, but that's what's up. That just, you know, that roster, that chemistry was crazy for us.
So that pretty much set the tone for the majority of the year. And why that was so important is because I think everybody knows this. Peyton Manning was not the same Peyton Manning that everybody in the league had known. I'll leave this open-ended. Did you guys notice a difference in his performance level from training camp, OTAs? Did you anticipate that he would have a quote-unquote down year? I'll leave it open-ended.
I'll go first. I don't think we seen it in training camp, because I don't think he was that hurt in training camp. You know what I'm saying? So training camp, it was regular. We knew we had a dog-ass defense. So we was talking all kind of noise to Peyton. We was talking all kind of noise to Brock, but that was just us, period. You know what I'm saying? And it was some days Peyton come out there and kill us out, and the Broncos gonna post all their touchdowns on IG. So we like, all right, bet. We gonna holler at y'all boy tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see what's up with that shit tomorrow. So we had the type of camp we had. We thought we were gonna go 16-0, 15-1 type shit, of course, because we like our defense this good, and Peyton them playing like that, can't nobody beat us. So I feel like it was a shock. I'm gonna let somebody go next, but I feel like it was a shock how Peyton got off, how he started, because he was healthy in training camp, and I ain't really see that coming.
Yeah, it was a shock for sure. Because year before, he just went crazy again.
Went nuts the year before.
Yeah.
It was like, we coming back, though. The defense tighter. We got Stu. You know what I'm saying? Like, we on fire like Lee say. We finna go undefeated, win the chip. And then the season came, and it was more like, because we still didn't know what was going on. We're like, God damn, we're the wrong baby.
Right.
As the season went on, we started to figure out that, you know, he had nicks and knacks in, because they kept that tight. I mean, I didn't know at least.
Yeah.
Y'all knew, but I didn't know he had.
Y'all be surprised how tight they kept it.
Yeah, they kept tight.
Yeah.
He's on rehab. He got your own rehab room. He don't even want you to see the rehab we doing to him.
Hell no. What the?
We didn't even see him do rehab though.
I'm telling you, he had his own rehab room, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
That's
so
part of the
was
reason I came.
Real life shot. Stu, I know your first year being here, you probably was like, this ain't
going on. The hell going on, but you know, his play wasn't, you know, he wasn't at the top of his game, but mentally he was still sharp. So situational football, he was able to get us through those situations. When it came to that Super Bowl, shoot, I knew those first 15 was scripted, so if they could get anything done in those first 15, we was good, and they did. So once we got on the field, we were good to go.
Before we get to the Super Bowl, Aqib and I, we've always talked about momentum being a huge thing when it comes to getting to the Super Bowl. So I'm going to go to week 10 of that season. It was a loss against the Chiefs. Peyton Manning, 5 of 20, and then he went on to miss week 11 to 16. In that game, he was replaced by Brock Osweiler. And Aqib also did not play in week 10.
I was at the crib.
Chris, do you remember why Aqib didn't play in week 10?
Dang, I really can't remember, bro.
Can anybody else outside of Aqib remember
Raiders?
why? That was so week 9.
No, don't tell them. Don't tell them week 9. If you tell them week 9, they gonna know. So they just gotta.
Okay.
Why wasn't we was playing the Chiefs week 10? I ain't play. Why wasn't I playing?
It wasn't Tennessee. Was it Tennessee? No, we ain't played.
It wasn't a chain then.
I never get suspended. Well, I got the chain was the next year.
Yeah, that was the next year. Tennessee stuff.
You poked Buddy in the eye from the cold.
There you go.
Hey, you poked Buddy in the eye.
I forgot all about that.
Dwayne, what's his name?
Dwayne Allen.
Dwayne Allen.
Hey, Dwayne did the people's elbow after.
Hey, he's Dwayne. Dwayne Allen still owed me $370,000 for that game, bro. He made me miss a whole game check, bro. He owe that. When I see him, I need that. I need that, bro.
Hey, I forgot about that too.
Okay,
I ain't poke blood in his eye. I ain't poke blood in his eye, bro.
Hey,
I don't know why. My whole life is like built on shit. Like, I don't know why I done that shit. You feel me? Look, I didn't go to poke bruh in his eye. I went to go put my hand on his head and give him a nice little muff. You feel me? Like, shut up. He did like this, look. But he did like this, look. No! He made my finger go through his eye. You feel me? So, look. The boy owed me $370, and that's that, man. I need that when I see you.
Hey, that boy threw 5 picks that game, so that game was just over with from the beginning.
That was
right.
rough.
That was the word. I think I got suspended that game.
Yeah, Bub got suspended at the end of that game.
Oh yes,
the Chiefs.
Yes, I got ejected. I didn't get suspended. That's because Mac came out. Was that the
Mac one?
I'm gonna pull it up right now. Okay, you got ejected.
Playing all game, but I'm like, all right, bro, you keep playing with me. West had cut back on for the last touchdown. I'm like, damn, I let him get across my face, but I'm on him though. I'm gonna catch him. Macklin come out of nowhere, cut me off, right? He cut me off and like tried to crack under my helmet. So I threw him to the ground, boom, and I'm landing.
Dogged him out. Dogged him out a little bit.
Dogged him out. Hey, I look up, ref say,
you gotta go.
I said, damn.
DeMarcus Ware aggravated a back injury in week 9. That was the week before that loss to the Chiefs. He ended on missing the next 5 games. I know we're gonna focus on you guys here for the majority of the show. But if you could talk, and I'll let Darian, if you want to kick this off, if you could talk about the impact that DeMarcus had and Von Miller had to your success or your unit success on the back end.
It was everything, man, for us, because that's where it starts. It starts up front, and those boys' first step, they different, and again, they were the leaders up front, and they took they job serious, and that year right there, they led the pack.
Rest and coverage worked together. That was something that we stood on, something that Wade Phillips called plays for. He sent them. And he called man coverage for us. And I think that, them being as great as they were, Hall of Fame type guys as they was, and how good we were, I thought that's just what made us unbeatable. The fact that, like, Aaron Rodgers had 77 yards Sunday night or Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, we was really out here, like, serving dudes. And I really think that it wasn't just Vaughn and D. Ware, it was Shaq Barrett, it was Shane. You know what I'm saying?
They backup, it was the depth.
It was depth everywhere. So
it was David Bruton, you know what I'm saying? It was Bruton made so many plays, you know what I'm saying?
Had some game for sure.
Yeah. It was everybody. It was B. Marsh and Danny Trey, how they could cover. You know what I'm saying? All linebackers can't cover like that. No. So Wade Phillips would have to adjust how he called the game if Danny Trey can't guard one of the running backs we used to have to worry about, you know what I'm saying?
Patriots running backs.
Yeah, them Patriots running backs, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. If Danny Trey can't guard them boys one-on-one, Wade Phillips got to adjust, you know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, Wade had the perfect guys for every position. If he could say, if I need a middle linebacker right now for my defense, he gonna pick Danny Trey, because Danny Trey gonna smack like he need him to, and he could cover like he need him to. If I needed a free safety for my defense, he gonna pick Stu, because Stu do everything that he need. You know what I'm saying? If I need a dime for my defense, he gonna pick TJ Ward, because he just had the perfect person for what he was trying to get done, man.
Absolutely.
So and that had a lot to do with the rush too, man. Wade, he based his defense on getting home at 2.7 seconds, because I'm gonna be playing man press. You know what I'm saying? So I need guys who can get home. You have 4 of them. You know what I'm saying? So that team was just special, bro. It was just special.
That's what made us so special right there, that these 3 corners, then we had Kayvon coming off the bench. Like, Kay would come in and strap. But, that Green Bay game, I probably had 12 snaps that game. You feel me? Because we ran a single package where we kept 3 corners on the field and 1 safety. And, Roby played majority of the game in my position or whatever, but we was running straight man. And that right there changed the game. Rush 8 and them boys covered.
To this day, I've never seen Aaron Rodgers get done like that. Like, never. Ain't not one time. Come on now. That year, Cat was balling, shut him down. Brady shut him down.
So that was our best game out of whole no-fly zone. If we had to put on the highlight tape, you know what I'm saying, to show our one game, this is no-fly zone. What game we putting on?
Ooh,
that's tough.
Young got that photographic memory over there.
I'm gonna still say the Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
that's what I say. That's really what I was gonna say too.
Because that was still a complete game from us, and we still had turnovers. We still shut down Cam. I don't know how much he threw, but he still had threw the turnovers with it. So I think that was a complete game from us.
Hits and everything. And then it was the caliber of game it was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it right there. I can't think of another game. Because everybody beat the song.
Or that Patriots game when Lee tipped that shit to me at the end. That was like some cold shit. Yeah, that was
AFC chip.
Everybody had
the game on the line. It come down to the last play, the 2-point conversion, Tom Brady versus us to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Lee tips it up off Edelman. I catch it. You know what I'm saying? I fumble this shit. Don't matter. You pick it up. Like.
Exactly. It was hella plays. It was hella plays by us, just this group right here, that game too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, for sure. We definitely going to get to that real quick since you guys referenced it. That was week 8, the Aaron Rodgers game. Do you guys remember who the leading receiver was for the Packers?
That game, He probably was a running back or something.
Randall Cobb, 6 receptions, 27 yards.
Oh, yeah.
Leading receiver.
Dang.
You guys did a hell of a job then. You guys locked him up.
And they had a baby Devontae. I remember that. Devontae just came on my show,
this past
other
weekend.
Day, yeah, this past weekend. Yeah. I wanted to bring that up so bad. You remember when we strapped y'all boys? I ain't say nothing about it, though. I ain't say nothing about it, though. I wanted to say it bad, though. Devontae, I know you was a baby. But do you remember when we strapped y'all boys? I had 72 yards.
That's your welcome to the NFL.
I wanted to say that shit so bad. That's my dog, though.
One guy who also helped you guys win was the guy who helped replace Peyton Manning for those games that he missed. Throughout the course of the season, Aqib and I queued up a conversation about said quarterback, and Aqib had some issues remembering. I don't know if you guys have seen this or not, but enjoy. In our last show, we had some fun with Aqib. We talked about the last 9 quarterbacks for the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, I saw that, Lee.
Damn, my dog went to Houston. I can't even remember his name. Man, why I can't remember my dog's name, man? Shit, he gonna be mad at me. It's my dog too.
Hey, I'm over here. Hey, I'm watching the show. I'm sitting up here saying, Brock Osweiler, bro. I ain't kidding about Brock.
You know we fuck with Brock.
Yeah, exactly. We do.
I could not remember his name.
Bro, sometimes I'll be like that too. But I do feel you on the red bottoms though. I told him, hey, I need a Lambo. But truthfully, if I need a Lambo, then y'all need a jet, dog. Because that defense carried us. You know
we had it down.
Yeah, y'all carried us.
Have you guys talked to Brock since then? You gotten your payments yet?
Nah, man, Brock didn't send us nothing, man.
No. Hey,
we need something. We still need something, bro.
That's good. He's still living good. Off us.
Better than me.
Yeah.
He my dog, though.
He said, off us.
Off us, boy. Hey, he went out there through for like $1.35. 37 handoffs.
Got
just
70
sit back.
million.
Right, and just sit back and let us do what we do, man. Don't throw no picks.
Yeah, just keep us in midfield.
If it was me, though, I would have got boys, no bullshit, I would have got boys a gift that's around like the whole defense by like $2,500. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just something nice and neat that God gonna appreciate. Like, oh yeah. You feel me? It's 2,500, 2,500 times 11. Paul.
You got it.
27.5.
27.5. Like, look, if I can't kick back 27.5 to the dudes who really got me my deal, come on, man, I'm green as hell.
Yeah. So, Chris, take us through the mindset of the secondary room.
Hello, Ro.
You go into training camp. You think you have Peyton Manning at this elite level. It turns out that throughout the course of the season, you really didn't have that game in him. And now you're turning over to Brock Osweiler, and he didn't perform well either. But he obviously well enough because you guys really supported. Give me the mindset of the team. Every Monday, every Wednesday, whatever day you guys break down film, and you're knowing we got to be damn near perfect because our quarterback play is not to where we had hoped it was. I think just 2 years ago, Peyton Manning had 55 touchdown passes. So it's a significant drop off in quarterback possession. Give me the mindset of the unit.
Yeah, man, we just knew that it was on us every week. We knew if we was the better defense out there that we could win the game. And that was just our main goal every week, just be the best defense out there, be the best secondary out there. And if we do that, if we be who we was, we knew we had a chance to win. And quarterback-wise, we knew it was going to be a challenge, with Brock. But we just knew that we just had to hold on enough time in order to get Peyton healthy. And once we played, I think it was the Chargers game, we had been down. We was losing that game.
Right.
And we had to bring Peyton back. But we just knew that we had to find a way to hold on as long as we could till we get Peyton back and try to get the offense going to finish that last in the playoffs, because we knew we just had to have him in the playoffs, and then we knew we had a chance.
Exactly. And then I don't think it changed that much though, because our D coordinator, or just us who we are, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we always had a special group of guys, but like our D coordinator, he do a good job on putting the goal at us being the best.
You know, we beat Roethlisberger, and then we beat Brady, and then we beat Cam, the MVP. I mean, and I say we beat them. Our defense beat, basically, you know, had a big part, obviously, in winning those games.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna show you the stats. He gonna show you the numbers. He gonna let you know what we doing right now as a defense. This is where we at. You know what I'm saying? At all times, whether it's preseason, anything, right? So I think that's one of the things. That's one of Wade's little hidden talents. You know what I'm saying? He make the defense, any defense who he coach, he make you want to be the best anyway. So we knew we had Peyton. We knew we had DT, this high-power offense, but we kind of had that as a chip on our shoulder. You know what I'm saying? We going to be the best. And we going to be better than our defense, better than our offense, too, every day at practice. So I don't think it changed that much. You know what I'm saying? When Peyton go down and that kind of stuff happen, our mentality ain't changed that much because we already had aspirations, goals of being the best. You know what I'm saying? Want more dope content? Subscribe and check out the YouTube channel. And while you at it, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Call to the Booth.
Week 14, you guys lose to the Raiders, and you lose to the Steelers, you lose to them 34-27. You're 10-4 at this point. You go into the locker room at home against the Bengals. That's week 16 now, and you're down 14-3. No playoff seed locked up yet. Take us into that locker room. Everything changed in that second half, and obviously you guys did not lose from that point on. Do you remember that locker room down 14-3 to the Bengals, who ended up winning the AFC North that year?
What I remember about that is I was like, man, look, I'm telling you, them Patriots struggle in Miami every year, bro. They go to Miami and lose. I just remember that being a vibe, like, bro, they gonna go lose, bro. We just gotta win. Boom, we down 14-0, and somehow we done made that play, came back, but we had a feeling the Patriots was gonna go to Miami and do what they do every year. So they always go out there and lose. So we knew it was possible. We knew how important it was.
Really important.
We just tried to do what we had to do.
Go back out to no New England, boy. I'll tell you that.
We was really at a point. We was at the point to where if we didn't win that game, we weren't gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So we had to win the game versus Cincinnati, or we weren't gonna be a seed to make it. So it was like a number 1 seed, or you not gonna make it.
Or you not gonna make it. Yeah, it was tight like that.
Yeah.
So now you guys make it to the playoffs. You're the number 1 seed, and now you go into the playoffs. You're playing against the Pittsburgh Steelers at first. Obviously, you have home field advantage. Aqib had a pass breakup at the goal line the first quarter against. Do you remember who? Aqib?
Martavis Bryant.
Bryant.
Marcus Wheaton.
Marcus Wheaton. Oh, that was a 7 route then. Okay, that was a 7 route.
Yep. And then there was a play. You guys probably remember this. There was a fumble recovery in the third quarter by Mr. Bradley Roby.
Oh yeah, Roll punched it out. Roll punched it out.
He punched it out. Yeah.
Yep. He has a forced fumble. Sorry, against Fitzgerald Toussaint.
Yeah, that was in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
That was a big.
He went to Michigan.
Down the score too.
Yeah, it was like on the 30, boy.
It was marching. I was like, God.
Me neither, young. I still don't know Fitzpatrick Croissant.
He went to Michigan.
I don't remember that guy.
It was done done.
Throughout the course of the year, we also spoke to Ryan Shazier, who obviously remembers that game as well. Paul, if you could help me cue up. He wasn't happy about one of the plays that took place.
I know it was Peyton last year. I feel like I ain't gonna say the league had something to do with it, but
did they?
Hey man,
you can't feel like. Let me tell you why you can't feel like that though, Ryan. Look, you can't feel like that because Peyton ain't win the tip. We won the tip. Look, see, he weaving. No, he weaving the guy.
Look at this. Look.
He weaving.
All right. Now, oh no, they don't want to watch the whole thing. Look at that.
No, that's a good clip. That's a good clip right there. Look, he weaving, bro.
He thought he was down. Oh my gosh, bro. Come on, bro.
That's the fastest Peyton could get up right there.
Bro, that play changed the whole momentum of the game.
Still got to tag him off, though, even if he go down like that.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would tell him. And then you know what else I told him? Yeah. Say, bruh, the play happened in the middle of the second quarter, bruh. Like, come on, bro. It ain't affect too much. It was the middle of the second quarter or some shit like that.
So you guys win that game, and all of a sudden now it's Tom Brady and the Patriots. Let's go with Darian. Do you remember the lead up to the game, the anticipation? Obviously, this is big time game, and you got Manning versus Brady. That's going to be a big part of the lead up. What was the mindset of the unit going into that game, going against one of the greatest of all time?
Man, we just locked in, focused. We was all healthy. Man, it was playoff atmosphere, so it was real intense. But I just remember being cold, and us just finding ways to make plays. We had a good game plan going into that. So me as a free safety, it's like I knew Tom. I was in Baltimore the year before, and we lost to him in the division. And it was one play where I was like, I know he going over there, but I didn't trust it. And so he ended up throwing it to LaFleur the year before and ended up scoring it. So I said after that game that I would trust it. And everything that he was throwing in that AFC chip from slants, everything, I knew it. And I sat on it and was slapping. So yeah.
Chris, with it.
Like I had that number. Wade had some good calls, but we had corners that would tell you, I got this right here locked down. You can play, you can help over there. So right there, that's all I needed to hear. And that, eliminated a lot of stuff that I had to do.
Aqib, I know you and I have talked about this before. The vibes on the field when it came to sportsmanship, a little bit different than maybe the week after in the Super Bowl. If you can recall some of the moments you had before the game.
I remember maybe like 45 or 50-yard line. Boom, I'm coming this way, Tom's coming this way. And it was a kind of like I ain't looking at him, but he ain't looking at me. And I was wondering, is he going like, Key, what's up? Tom ain't say shit. So I ain't say shit. So I'm saying that's when I knew, like, oh yeah, it's AFC chip time, it's up. I was really on that already, but he Tom. So if he would have said what's up, I might have said what's up. You feel me? He is Tommy, you feel me? But he ain't say shit. So I knew, oh yeah, that's for sure. That's what I need you to be on, Tommy, so I could be on that same shit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like this game was the Super Bowl. Like
it was.
Like focus and sharpness, and you could feel that shit in the air. Like shit was thick. Like we got to come and handle business. We already know it's at stake. NFC, we worry about them later. But we kind of already felt like the NFC wasn't as good as the AFC anyway, so we was gonna handle that. We had to get through this one. We had to get through, the GOAT. We had
to go through the GOAT.
Didn't we beat them that year too?
Yeah, we beat them twice.
Yeah, so we beat them twice, man. Come on. We beat them twice, bro.
I beat him in week 12 in overtime, 30-24.
Yeah.
And young Gronk
beat him again.
That was still young Gronk. You know what I'm saying?
Gronk,
and his prime Gronk.
You know what I'm saying? That brings me to a question, Chris. Thank you for queuing that up. 4th and 10, under 2 minutes left. Gronk gets a 30-yard reception. Who's responsible for that? What's going through the mind at that point? Because
man, I think we had to do bracketed. We had to do double team.
Bracketed up.
Josh Bush and KO.
Yeah, see, we was hurting at that time because I think Stu was out, TJ was out.
Bub, did you play that game at all?
Yeah, I played. I remember I got cracked on the same ankle Edelman. I went out like
early,
the end of the third. Nah, it was like right before this shit got cracking. I was
Stu, you went down too, huh?
Yeah, I got MCL.
Stu was down.
See, both of them dudes went down. So we had 2 backup safeties in.
And I think one of our backers
was down. After. Damn.
Bush and KL. We beat Brady with Bush and KL.
And Bruton.
Super Bruton. Diamond, 3 of them in there.
And then I was playing the dime and Kayvon was playing the nickel. So we were scrambling. We were scrambling in the 4th quarter, bro. So we were just trying to fight through it.
That's how Chris got in. That's how Chris was messed up on Gronk, period.
That's how I started being on Gronk. Because I was starting to play the dime.
Brew was hurt.
So Chris, take me.
Brew didn't play in the Super Bowl, remember?
Yeah, that's why you was playing the dime. KO and Bush was playing the 2 safeties. He was playing the nickel.
A little bit before that.
Yeah, it was.
So Chris, take me through the mindset.
Yeah.
Big time AFC Championship game. Tom Brady's on the comeback path. Under 2 minutes left, and you got a Hall of Fame tight end trying to win the game for them.
Man, we was trying to do whatever we could to get a stop and get out that game. Because really, we thought we wasn't going back in. We had just got to stop like a minute left, minute 20 in the game, I think. We was like, the game over with. We ain't coming back. And bam, we had to go run right back out there.
Next thing you know, 17 seconds later, we back.
And then we on the sideline scrambling, trying to figure out where we gonna line up at. We was luckily we fought through that game and finished through because without Stu, without TJ, we had a lot of other people was out. We scrambled through to make that game to finish, man. And sure, Key made a crucial play to win that game. And Roby right here.
Bronco,
and we were scrambling on this play too.
We were scrambling on that play too. Yeah. I was trying to switch. I'm like, KO, you guard the receiver. Let me guard Gronk, bro. I got Gronk. You guard him, I got Gronk. I tried to switch last minute. Then boom, he snapped the ball. And lo and behold, look, Gronk back there wide open too.
Yeah. We really didn't know what we was really scrambling, bro.
Ooh, I'm glad he ain't throw it to Gronk.
Man, Gronk was open. And I always tell everybody who asks me though, the AFC Championship game was the funnest football game I ever played, period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The level of competition, the guys they had, the guys we had, what was on the line, and then just how the game went. Like I always say, in the Super Bowl, man, we beat the shit out them boys. That was,
it was,
you know what I'm saying? It was like little brother punking. We punking y'all all day. Y'all trying to come back, we gonna punk y'all some more. But the AFC chip, it was really like, it was a nail biter, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had to be locked in, eyes better be right, everything. Some stuff going good, some stuff going bad. It was back and forth. That was my funnest football game, period.
And it really took our whole secondary to win.
It took everybody on our team to win, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody.
It was running dime against 21 and 12.
We were hurt, bro.
Hey, but hey, it was working though. And working. By the cover. That was the cold part. I was like, bro, we out here, y'all, and you can't run the ball. We ain't done.
Who ended up? I know Aqib tipped it. Robe ended up catching it. Either one of y'all got that football?
I still got mine from the pick.
No, I don't.
Got a pick out from that game.
Look. Hey,
bro, you supposed to have that, bro.
Roby ain't the most organized. You know what I'm saying?
I don't keep no ball. I still don't keep no.
He ain't the most organized person in the world, so who knows where that ball. He probably got it. It started in his locker, but my locker was next to his, Harrison. It's a lot of shit was in that locker.
I was a young boy, man. I done grown up. I got like a little storage unit in Denver. It might be in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's probably still laid up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you guys go on to win this game. Exciting times. You go on to win the Super Bowl. It's kind of like, as you guys said, almost like a formality once you got over with the AFC chip. There were some interesting things about that Super Bowl matchup. I think it might have been the first year, and Paul, you can correct me. I think it might have been the first year where Super Bowl week or the press conferences were kind of set up in this large area where you could kind of hear other people talking during the press conference. And I think if Paul pulls this up, I think there was some commentary.
Okay.
I think that Aqib or Chris, I don't know who this was.
Everybody wanted to be lead.
You guys talked about how you are a band of brothers coming in. And it's got to be real tough for everybody on lockdown.
Load the clock, force y'all to throw the ball. So you throw the football.
I honestly didn't know that man was over there, though, bro.
Look, he said, man, I'm gone.
Chris Holland, too.
Was that not the game plan, though?
Hey, I feel like Cam don't rock with me to this day because of Chris.
Hey, I've seen him a few times in Atlanta. He been cool, though.
He been cool?
Yeah, he cool.
Oh, yes.
He cool now, man.
I ain't really seen him, but I feel like last time I seen him, he wasn't really rocking with lead.
Did Cam know that it was Chris?
It wasn't even me. I don't know, but it was Chris.
He know it was
me.
He know it was me, bro. He know.
He knew it was Chris.
Deep voice.
Chris talking that shit. Hey. Yeah, we knew he couldn't throw the ball. Yeah, this man.
Yeah, he was hella trash. Yeah. Dumb.
A couple more.
But the NFC was weak, bro. We thought the NFC. We didn't really have no respect for the NFC.
Nah, we thought they was weak. Period. Though we ain't think nobody over there really could rock with us. Especially we done did Green Bay like that. You know what I'm saying? We were like, oh yeah, man. We pretty much. You had 2 weeks before the Super Bowl, so they had a super simple offense, right? So, man, we probably can count how many plays they really ran over and over and over again. Boys had like 14 plays. You know what I'm saying? So we did all the work. We put in all the work the week before we went. And I think that was us just being super mature. You know what I'm saying? We locked in and we knew the game plan. By the time we got on the plane to go to Sanford, we already knew the game plan. So then it was just about, mastering this game plan, being sharp, being healthy, staying healthy throughout the week. And, Kubiak let us do what we do in Cali, baby. So, you know what I'm saying? He ain't get uptight or nothing, you know what I'm saying? He let us vibe out, you feel me? And we was ready to go, bro. I ain't never feel like we was more ready to go than how we was in the chip.
So y'all got to live, because we hear in the media, they always talk about, oh, well, this team lost because they were out partying before the Super Bowl, week of the Super Bowl. Did you guys enjoy leading up to the Super Bowl, like in terms of like being outside and enjoying life a little bit, or was it straight locked in? I mean, you won the chip, so it's all good, whatever you did.
We treated it as a normal game week. We did what we did Monday, Tuesday, whenever we got down there, and then on Wednesday we locked in.
Yeah. So for me, it was coming back home. So as soon as we touched down, we had plans.
Bub had it popping for us.
Yeah. It was jumping.
It's like you gotta do it responsibly. We prepared, we put in the work, and we said we're not gonna do nothing else, like Stu said, that we had it done all the season. So like we ain't finna get uptight just before the chip, because we wasn't uptight any other week. So that'll just ruin it, and we lose and be like, why we do that? Because we didn't stick to our game plan.
And we was all together too. Like it wasn't like everybody was. Yeah. We had people in the club in San Francisco, people at another bar, whatever. Everybody was pretty much together.
Yeah.
So it was like we was all kicking it together. So
making sure everybody's straight.
Yeah, everybody was straight. We know everybody was together. And Coach, like Lee said, Coach Kubiak was real relaxed. We had a real relaxed vibe. It wasn't no pressure like that from the coach. It wasn't no strictness. God. He just like, do y'all thing.
One person each. I want to make sure each of you guys get a thought. The person, the moment, the first thought that came to your mind once the confetti came down and you're a Super Bowl champion. We'll start with Chris. Let's go Chris, and let's go Rob, Darian, TJ, and then end off with Aqib. Just the first thing that came to your mind.
That they're going to have to say we got to be one of the greatest defenses ever to do it, the route that it took for us to get there. And I think we faced the number 1, 2, and 3 offenses on the way there. So we faced the best to get there. So I just thought they're going to have to say now that we one of the best defenses ever.
Bro.
So, to me, being just my second year in the league, I wasn't thinking. I was just like, hell yeah, we won.
He thought this was regular, right? Just like Old State.
Yeah, exactly. I'm used to one. But it still was dope. That's everyone's dream. So, that plays this game. So that was just like, wow, we did it. That's the first thing I thought of.
Darian?
For me, it was just still a surreal feeling. Once the confetti started falling, that was my second time making it to the playoffs. I was 6 years in, and my last time too. So. Yeah, it was good, and it showed that it don't last long, So, yeah, I was thankful for that moment. It was a real moment, though.
Yeah, the first thing I was in, I'm like, yo, we really just won this thing, and after that, I was just, I'm about to be on tour. Nobody. I'm about to be everywhere.
Worldwide.
Gotta go. Straight up. I ain't gonna lie to you. The first thing I thought when the game was over and that confetti was dropping, I thought, I gotta get this fucking Microsoft tablet and write Super Bowl champs on it so I get this 30 bands. I had a little, if you get it on after the game, if you get it on here, it was up to 30 bands if I got it right after the game. So I'm hurry up and got my tablet. That's the first thing on my mind. I need this 30 bands because shit, I done spent 100. You know what I'm saying? So that was really the first thing on my mind. We win, boom, I got to get this Microsoft money. But then after that, confetti was there. My next thought was, oh shit, my family. I had to go get them in, and I just wanted them to be a part of it too, man. You know what I'm saying? So I ran to that gate. I remember I ran to that gate. I got the video on my phone to this day. Security was hassling him. Had to check him. You know how Talib do. I stop playing with me, fam. I moved the security by his neck. Watch out. And the fam in, you know what I'm saying? By his neck. Like, get your ass out of here, boy. My fam came in, man, and I just wanted to enjoy that with them. You know what I'm saying? I wanted Big Bro to be on that field, feel this confetti on this, you know what I'm saying, on them red bottoms. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted my mom, my kids, I wanted everybody to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the two things that I remember right into the game. Them the two things that I was on immediately after.
When you guys think about it now, that was what you thought about at that moment. And I'll let anybody jump in. When you flash back to that, how often do you guys flash back to that day?
I think about it a lot, to be honest, you know, just like that shit for me was like a dream, you know, running out there, the perfect day, seeing celebrities at the warm up. Like, I still be thinking about that just because, like, especially while I'm losing right now. You know, when you lose, you want to.
You still playing and losing, bro. That's the only thing you think of, like, man, we got to get back to that for sure.
Got to get back to that.
There you go.
But I think about it all the time, too. Go ahead, Chris.
I said, shit, man, Rob got one playoff appearance, you know. I ain't made it to the playoffs since then, so shit, I'm just trying to get back, you know what I'm saying?
Tough, bro.
Rob got at least one appearance.
Right, I think about it all the time. I got a little in my upstairs. I got a little Stu TJ jersey, then Chris Roby's, and then mine like in the middle with our little picture right there. So every time I look at it, then I got our poster. Remember our magazine cover we shot, right? Yeah, I remember the magazine cover.
Oh yeah,
right?
You gotta have that.
You gotta remember the magazine cover.
Yeah.
But I got that blew up hella big. I got that up there too though. So I see that shit every day. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my main spots where I stand. I stand right here before I go watch TV. You feel me? I stand right here for like 3-4 minutes. And then I go sit down and watch TV. But when I'm just standing right here, I always see that. You know what I'm saying? It's right there. You know what I'm saying? So I think about it every day for real.
Yeah. Quick question before we let you go. The group can answer. Who was the most lit during the celebrations?
What celebrations we talking about? Or just period?
Super Bowl celebrations.
Oh,
and it had to be in the secondary.
For sure.
Yeah, I go TJ.
He the celebrate man.
You copping the plea, TJ?
You copping the plea? Who was the most lit? You know who was the most lit? Brew. You know, when I pulled up to Arizona, he was up there. He over there, he snapping. So I was there. I was like, bro, what's good? He's like, oh, man. He was telling me, he came back. I said, all because of the phone.
Bro, hey, Brew got fired off the chip, bro. Hey.
Oh, man.
Brew he don't even remember from the locker room to about 3-4 days later, bro.
He said he got fired off the chip.
He got fired. He won the chip, got fired, bro. Hey, man.
He really did, though.
That'll never happen.
He really did, though.
Best dress.
For the chip?
For best who was the best dress player in general that year?
Overall, that whole year? Oh, yeah. Leave for
Lee
sure.
can't claim that year.
I think
Leave for sure. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Harrison, that's the part people don't understand, bro. Before we get on that plane, I don't give a how clean you was. Look, it was you walk in this locker room, you had to walk in the locker room, and then all the DBs right here. You got to walk through this shit. Look, it's over. We got something for everybody. We got something for everybody, for sure.
Remember, he used to come to work dressed up and shit with his head down.
Hey, Emmanuel Sanders used to dread that walk past that no-fly zone real quick. You got to walk through this shit. Somebody going to get him every day. Every day.
Have briefcases and
shit. Mercies and shit.
Best play of the year.
What is that?
Best play of the year? And it's out of us too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man, we got too many, man.
We got hella plays.
That's tough. But if we had to say one, I will put the AFC one just because of the moment And it was more than just one person made the play. You know what I'm saying?
2-point conversion one. Yeah, I'll even say the one before that when y'all switched that man on that third down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a hit. That's a hit. That's a hit play.
That's a bad play right
there. That's a hit play that could have got ugly. If me and Chris ain't do what we did, look at each other, dudes, boom, boom. It would have got ugly, bro.
Yeah,
so,
man. Real quick.
It was up there too, but we could do that all day though, Harrison. There's so many plays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so many plays.
So many plays.
And the moment you play it smart here, don't go too crazy. The moment you knew you felt like rock stars.
After the Super Bowl, or actually before that.
I need somebody to give me the setting. Was it like you hit the club or you went to Vegas? I don't know, but the moment you're like, yo, damn, we live in this now.
It got to be the Super Bowl, and I guess when we had Ross, I wouldn't say Flow Rider because not everybody was up there on stage with Flow Rider, so I say Rick Ross.
Lee, what was your wedding? What was your wedding after the Super Bowl? It was right
March.
after?
Yeah, it was March.
I feel like when you had your wedding and we had the rings and we was playing that. I'm a really big ring. I got a really big team. All that shit.
And we had other players there from other teams. They just had to watch us and shit.
Right. That's why I was like, yo, we on some different shit.
Yeah. But I say real shit. I say I felt like I'm on some other shit. When me, TJ, and Chris, we walked out the locker room and we was like, hold on,
I forgot that shit.
No fly coming through. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? Your boy can't fly here. And it was all the media. Like, everybody grabbed their cameras and we was just walking. It was after the game, outside, leaving out the locker room, the whole walk to the bus. Man, we had a little entourage following us, cameras and shit. No time to lose us. Hey, no fly. Hold on, bub. Wait for you. No fly. No fly. No fly.
Great game, guys.
No fly zone. No fly zone. 10 points is the maximum. 10 points is your maximum. The no fly is out. That's when I was like, oh, we done won this shit, bro. It's up right now.
I forgot that part.
That was live. I got that video too. That's a live video right there, bro.
Hey, wait, one second. One second.
I was gone already.
Yeah, y'all was gone. We were the last ones out the locker room, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if I caught this
here,
if
I caught this correctly, you won the Super Bowl. Aqib has his wedding that March.
Yeah.
What NFL players are there that weren't on the team that had to watch y'all celebrate?
A lot of Patriots. All the guys I played with, a lot of Patriots. Like Will Folk, McCourty's. Shit, I can't remember. A couple old Buccaneers.
LG.
Yeah, Geese. My dog Blunt was there. Just the people who are my friends around the league.
Sounds like a good time. And then
a lot of Patriots, though. A lot of Patriots.
And then finally, you guys are one of the best secondaries of all time, especially for that generation. But there's another secondary that got a lot of publicity during that same time frame. There are some people, and we'll leave the show with this, some people who believe that maybe the Legion of Boom was a better secondary.
Hell no.
I'll let y'all go.
They were solid though. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't bad. They won the chip.
We was playing man. I ain't trying to hear it.
But yeah, I just think
they was good. They was good.
We gonna take them
a little bit longer, so they got to carry the prestige longer than we got to carry. We was 2 years. We did what we had to do. We was out the door. So it's like
it was only 3. Shit.
Huh?
Yeah,
they was only
3
3.
of them.
They was only 3 years. We was 2 years. They was only 3 years. They weren't like they was 5 years running or no shit. Go ahead, bud.
Yeah.
At our peak greatness, they couldn't touch us individually. Like, ask them to do what we had to do, they couldn't do it. But we gonna do what they was doing. We fit in perfect.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I can explain it.
Yeah, I say the same though. I say the same though, man. It's the way we did it. We both did it. We both probably was the number 1 D. We both probably was the number 1 pass D. We both probably had a lot of touchdowns. I don't know their numbers. You know what I'm saying? We both won a chip.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just feel like it was the way we did it. Like my dog Rose said, bro, we out here strapping. We playing, man. We on the line with it across the board. You see Chris on the line in the slot, Robe on that side, Lieb on his left. We cross the board. We know what time it is with us. You know what I'm saying? And then we were smart, too. We'd mix it up on you. We'd make you think you getting that. We'd be 2 men. We'd get a pick, go to the crib. So I just think the way we did it was just, you know, a little bit sexier than the way they did it.
Fair enough. I think we're pretty much done here. I give you guys, and Aqib, obviously you could wrap it up, but I give you guys the floor. Maybe Brad, TJ, Darian, then we go to Chris. If you guys have any last words or any, because obviously a bunch of Denver Broncos fans are going to watch this. A bunch of fans of you guys just personally going to watch this. Any messages you want to send or anything like that, any parting words, you got the floor, and then Aqib, just wrap it up.
Bet.
I would say just, you know, like kind of what we've been saying is just, you know, I was just so thankful, you know, to get picked by the Broncos and all y'all boys to pull up. And I'm just so thankful and grateful I was able to play with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all, all of y'all in your own right had great careers, you know what I'm saying? And y'all are great men first off and then football players too. So it's such a blessing for me to get put in a situation to be with y'all. You know, my whole time, I just wanted to be a part of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I just want to do what I hold my own so I didn't make y'all look bad. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that was my whole thing. And, you know, it was so fun. And I miss playing with y'all boys. I miss talking shit, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff, man, because just like Lieb said, man, it does not stay long and the league is crazy. And, you know, you never really had those relationships like that. You know, it's rare. So I miss y'all boys and I love y'all.
Hey,
yes, sir.
Man.
Yes, sir. Especially, hey, are we going in order?
Yeah, we just go around.
You just go around whenever whoever goes up goes.
Yeah, bro, just building that camaraderie, playing with y'all boys, and you know how the league go, man. Every year is different. You know, it's a fight every year, and to play with other guys around on your team that hold football to the highest level, like y'all, you don't see that too many times. You know what I mean? You don't get that many teammates that care about the game like y'all boys did. You know what I mean? And I ain't never had a teammate that cared about the game more than like Lieb, you know what I mean? All day in it, trying to be in the game, you know what I mean? And you don't get that from a lot of your teammates, bro. And that's one thing I always appreciated playing with y'all boys is the love for the game. And y'all always hate to lose, you know? It's hard to be around people that hate to lose as much as you, but I can say that playing with y'all boys all hated to lose, whether if we playing pool, Blu-ray,
straight up,
anything. Yeah, everybody hated to lose, you know. So that's one thing I appreciated playing with y'all boys.
Yeah, it's a blessing to be a part of this group, man. Y'all honestly some of my best friends, and the things we did on that football field, you know, it can't be duplicated. This type of group don't come together all the time, and the competitiveness is where it started. Like Chris said, like we all individually competitive, so we might come in the meeting Monday morning trying to see who got the leg up, who know more about the team than the other person.
Right.
And that's just something that made us all better, is because we gonna suggest things that we should do, you know, even before Wade gave it to us. Hey, coach, Lee, come. Hey, coach, we should run this. Chris, hey, let's run this, coach, in the red zone. You feel me? And they'd apply it. So it was a blessing to even have coaches that take that suggestion from their players and implement it, because a lot of coaches don't do that at all. They just be stuck. But, you know, it's more than a group of guys that we play together. It's family. You know, this relationship is going to go from here on out. And, like I said, love y'all, man. It was an honor and a privilege, and we got that thing done. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We tied together for life, man, for sure. I love all y'all boys, man. You already know. Shoot, I'm happy I made the right decision in signing with Denver, man. Because you know, I don't think we would have been able to get it done. Love y'all boys, man, and I'm happy I made that decision 5 years ago for sure, man.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
First, I love y'all boys. Y'all already know. We got, each and every one of us got our own special relationship, you feel me? But at the end of the day, we all brother. We fight, we argue, we did all that. We done all been there, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, shit, we know fly. We stand on that. That shit ain't never going nowhere. Never, you know what I'm saying? I love y'all boys. I appreciate y'all boys coming on. The shit that we did, like Young said, the shit that we did on the field can't be duplicated. The fun that we had off the field as a unit, where everybody was there. All 5 of these guys is there doing something off the field. Man, that shit is unmatched, bro. And for y'all boys who still playing, Young, you know, Roby, you know, that's what it takes. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck how many talented dudes you got in that secondary. If they don't vibe together, if he don't really want to say what he want to say to him, he biting his tongue, they just never going to be that good. You know what I'm saying? So we the best, baby. We ain't going nowhere. We in the history books, man. When we go, we going to have that same vibe that Shannon Sharp and them had, or yes, that Shannon and them had when they put up on us. When we go back to Denver, however many years, we gonna have that same vibe, man. And you know that the fun, the laugh, the camaraderie shit, it's gonna start with us, bro, like it always did. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate y'all boys, man. I love y'all boys. I'm gonna see y'all boys as soon as this Rona shit over. We got to link up somewhere.
Yes, sir.
Y'all already know. Holla at y'all boys, man. Call to the booth. No fly zone.
That was our reunion show, man. No fly zone. I love them dudes, man. But y'all come back on Wednesday with some special guests. I'm talking the big game, Tom Brady, Pat Mahomes, Super Bowl time, baby. Call to the booth.